An obvious ploy.
How's it going, everyone? It's your girl Rocket Gal, and welcome to another episode of FEH References. It's a series where I cover references and trivia of various units in Heroes. The CYL 7 units have been released, so I wanted to go over my favorite of the bunch, Brave Robin.
Here we go.
Brave Robin is illustrated by Wada Sachiko, who has drawn over 30 units in FEH. Among them are Titania, Brave Claude, Bramimond, Legendary Hector, both Selenas, Marth, and Brave Selith, just to name a few. Robin's Brave attire appears to be a combination of his Grandmaster's cloak and Chrom's Exalt attire. The purple on the inside of the cloak matches the color of his normal tactician garb, while the blue on the outside of the cloak shares the same color as Chrom's Exalt clothes. The brooch Robin's wearing matches the brooch Legendary Chrom wears. This brooch design seems to be a simplified version of the Mark of the Exalt. The brooch's design also matches the hilt of Robin's sword. Speaking of Robin's sword, the Deliverer's brand resembles Chrom's falchion. This makes sense, as it's stated that Chrom bestowed the sword to him, as it's traditionally wielded by the Exalt's advisor. His normal art's pose matches his map sprite during the player's turn. His attack and special art match the attack and special art of the original Chrom in Heroes, which also matches the pose Chrom makes in his official art for Awakening. The pose is also shared by Robin's sprite when he triggers a special.
Victory, now and forever.
In English, Brave Robin is voiced by David Vincent, who also voiced Robin in Awakening, Fates, Warriors, and Engage. Along with voicing all variations of male Robin in Heroes, David Vincent also voiced both versions of Michaelis.
I will lend you the grace of my power.
Robin's Japanese voice actor is Yoshimasa Hosoya, who, along with voicing Robin in all his Japanese appearances, also voiced male Morgan and Shigure.
完璧な策だ。みんながついてる。
Brave Robin's voice lines have two recurring themes. The first one revolves around achieving world peace. It isn't naive to have hope for a world without conflict. The Order of Heroes is motivated by exactly that. I will always carry hope for a peaceful world, the same hope Chrom's eyes held on the day he and I met.
Someday, I will devise a strategy to free this world from conflict once and for all.
The second theme revolves around teamwork and working with everyone to achieve victory. Our bonds transcend hardship. Even if the future is full of despair, their strength will endure.
Everyone plays their part. I can't imagine doing any of this without you. And, well, I hope you feel the same.
Two of Brave Robin's castle quotes deserve a closer look. This one, I don't remember a thing from before I met Chrom, but I have a wealth of fond memories with my friends now. References Robin's amnesia at the beginning of Awakening. The amnesia was caused when the Robin from Lucina's world followed her into Chrom's world and tried to transfer his power to the Robin of this world. But because Robin was not fully ready to become the vessel for Grima yet, it overwhelmed him and made him lose his memory. This next quote, I've heard incredible things about the Grail Mercenaries tactician, Soren. I'm glad he's on our side. References Robin's fellow CYL 7 winner, Soren.
Yay.
Here's a level up quote I want to point out. The future can be changed. I believe in those words with all my heart. The first part of the level up quote is the same quote as one of Legendary Lucina's special quotes.
The future can be changed!
Brave Robin's level 40 conversation has a portion I found interesting. As long as that hope is alive, we will never give up the fight. We will never surrender to despair. This is a reference to when Robin started to become conflicted and guilty after learning of his connection to Grima, learning that he was the one who killed Chrom in an alternate timeline, and after handing over the Fire Emblem to Valadar. This status page quote,
I've come this far thanks to not only my successes, but also my setbacks.
Seems to be a reference to Robin's setbacks he had throughout the story of Awakening. We've already touched on when he gave Valadar the Fire Emblem, but we can't forget his other big setback, his failure to save Emerin. This next quote,
I could have sworn I heard a chorus of voices calling my name.
References the final chapter of Awakening, where Robin's allies call out to him after Grima abducted him. It could also be a tongue-in-cheek reference to the fact that the Brave units receive their alts through players' votes. By earning the most votes, aka the voices of his supporters, Brave Robin came into fruition.
A worthy plan.
Brave Robin's base stats mainly focus on attack and speed, with decent defense and okay resistance. When compared to the max stats of the Grandmaster class in Awakening, which has mostly balanced stats, Brave Robin has significantly less HP proportionally, but higher attack and speed, and similar defense and resistance. When compared to all other non-Grima male Robin ults in the game, Brave Robin is by far the fastest both proportionally and by actual stats, with second place Groom Robin trailing behind by a significant amount. On the other hand, despite having the second highest resistance among the Robins, it's actually the lowest proportionally, with the second to last also being Groom Robin. His HP is also the lowest proportionally and actually ties with all the other Robins except Winter Robin. Brave Robin has the highest attack and defense among the Robins, though proportionally, he's actually middle of the pack. Brave Robin's weapon, Deliverer's Brand, has many effects, though only 2 I could find a specific reference of. The weapon specifically lists Glowing Ember, Bonfire, and Ignis, which is a family of specials that boost damage by the unit's defense. Ignis is a skill that originated from Awakening and is acquired by level 5 Grandmasters. Rather than boosting damage by the unit's defense, it boosts it by either the strength or magic of the unit, opposite of the weapon being used. So, if Robin used the tome and procced Ignis, he would add half of his strength as damage. The adaptive damage portion of Deliverer's Brand is a reference to the fact that Robin's Tactician and Grandmaster classes can deal both physical and magic damage. Brave Robin's unique C skill is Tip the Scales. Its name is a reference to one of his critical quotes in Awakening.
Time to tip the scales.
The picture of the icon shows the Deliverer's Brand. This skill gives both him and his allies a Rally Spectrum status effect. This is a reference to the Rally Spectrum skill that originated in Awakening, which is learned by Grandmasters at level 15. In Heroes, the skill gives +5 to all stats in combat and reduces the special cooldown count before the unit's first attack. In Awakening, it gives +4 to all stats, including skill, which is analogous to the reduced special cooldown provided by the status effect in Heroes. The teleportation portion of the skill may be a reference to Robin's collaborative fighting style. In both voice lines and playstyle, Robin is a supportive unit who both powers up his allies and is powered up when he fights alongside them. No matter how far away his allies are, Robin is always ready to jump in and tip the scales of battle in their favor.
Victory, now and forever.
And that about covers all the references I could find of Brave Robin. I hope you enjoyed. Please let me know if you believe I missed something or got a reference wrong. Also, please let me know who you want me to cover in future FEH Reference videos. I would really appreciate any recommendations. I hope you enjoyed this episode of FEH References featuring Brave Robin. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you all next time.